everyone. Good morning. I'm so excited today to have Céline from Canva. She is the community manager for Canva in Germany. So she is joining us all the way from Germany, and just really excited to dive in to Canva and their new AI Magic Studio. Really excited to learn how this works. So, Céline, if you want to take it away. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for having me here today. And since the whole world is talking about AI, let's talk about AI today ourselves as well, because we have some amazing features now in Canva. Yeah, we all know that AI really drives visual innovation. But before we get started, I would love to show you guys this short little clip. Yay. Almost started again, sorry. Yeah, so hi, it's me again. Just a quick intro on myself. So my name is Céline, and I am the country community manager at Canva in Germany, and I am also the creators community leader for the German speaking at Canva, and I will be telling you a little bit more about creators a little further down the line today as well. So let's get started. And here's our agenda for today. I will be talking with you guys a little bit, of course, about Canva for those of you who maybe don't know the history or are quite new to the tool. And then, of course, I want to introduce you to some of our communities, because our communities are really at the heart of our foundation at Canva. Then, of course, we will skip to our vision on AI and, of course, have a little bit of magic with our Magic Studio and all of the cool, amazing AI features. And at the end, we have some time for questions. So let's dig in. Canva was created in 2013. And as most of you, I think, know, it is an online design and publishing tool. And our mission really is at Canva to democratize design so that anyone can design whatever they want, wherever they want, and they can just publish it when they want. So we are at the moment present in over 190 countries, and we are also live in over 100 languages, which is pretty fantastic. So all over the world, you can use Canva in basically your language. And as I just told you, we were founded in 2013, and this year is our 10-year anniversary, which is a really huge and great milestone for us. And we have achieved so many great and fantastic numbers in this actually small time frame for such a company who has so many huge achievements. So before we get started, I love to have a little bit of like a question and answering or guessing session here. I wanted to ask you guys, since we launched Canva, how many designs have been created, do you think? Is it 1 million? Is it 500 million? Or is it 15 billion? I'm trying to look at the chat right now, and I hope it's a bit lagged, I think, actually, Aniston. So I'm waiting if it can catch up, if that's possible. Yes, I see, because I'm watching it simultaneously. Okay, I see the answer, so it's coming. Okay, good.
Okay, I see 15 billion, 500 million. Ooh, this is a great question.
It really is. I love this question because I always think if I wasn't working for Canva, I wouldn't be able to guess it probably.
Yeah.
I happen to know it.
I feel like I'm also going to go with 500 million.
Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to skip to the answer. Let's see who was right. And it's, yeah, an amazing 15 billion designs have already been created in Canva. So it's really the most far-fetched number. I wouldn't have probably guessed either if I didn't work at Canva, but yes, we have had this, like I said, amazing number reached already in just 10 years. So let's see what the next 10 years is going to bring together with you guys. I'm sorry, it's a bit stuck. So,
That's okay.
it always happens, technical stuff, right? So designing was always complicated and difficult, right? You take a look at this video here, of course, you have to be like a super pro to be able to do certain things in design. And it was only possible for like a fraction of people and only fragmented and accessible to those people who had already the training for those kinds of design tools. And most of the time you really had to use multiple tools because you need a different tool for template design. Then you had to go and search for good font somewhere else. Then you had to get stock photos and, you know, all these more complicated design programs, which enabled only the part of the population that was designed to be able to do this. And those who weren't trained in it were not able to design. So with Canva, we have the entire design ecosystem in one place, basically, where you don't have to go into those different kinds of tools because we have stock photos. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but Pexels and Pixabay, for example, like two of the largest stock photo sites, are actually a Canva company. So they're integrated into our tool too, and all the beautiful images you find are from there. Of course, we have design templates. That's our whole business model. Then we have a wide array of fonts at Canva that are our own, but we also just recently partnered with Monotype. So if there are any, let's say, font geeks out there, I know that everybody loves Monotype, so we have Monotype fonts with us as well. Then, of course, you can edit in Canva, you can publish in Canva. We have a content management system, so you can directly publish from us. And we have also a printing tool. So, for example, like the sweater that I'm wearing right now and other tools like stickers, tote bags, everything you can directly design, print, and get delivered to your door in Canva. So one-stop shop for everything. And yeah, and it's all aligned with our mission to empower the world to design, because we want to empower everyone. We want to make it possible that you can even design the unimaginable with each element in each language and also on each device, because we have Canva on mobile, we have a desktop version, and we have also a web version, which I currently love the most. And why do we need such a tool? Of course, as mentioned before, of course, there's designers who are able to design with the more complicated tools out there. But there's a whole lot more people in this world who really are in different professions, and they need to be able to communicate visually their ideas, and they need to make it quickly and effectively, because A, not everybody has this knowledge, and B, we all know the visual economy is booming, and we just cannot surpass it and ignore that our message is not visually super cool. So who needs this tool? Of course, like teachers need to also visually communicate with their students nowadays. Then you have, of course, artists, but you also have, for example, journalists who might need, a visual communication tool, influencers, NGOs, C-level people, salespeople, lots of different types of industries and people, of course, need this. And along with our numbers that I'm dropping today, we have over 135 million people already designing in Canva every single month. So this number just keeps on growing over the past 10 years. So that's really fantastic as well. And I think it's a part of our values that we have and that we share in Canva are the reason why it is so successful and growing so tremendously. So these are the values that Canva really lives and preaches by. And I think we're very good at setting big and crazy goals and making them happen, as we've seen, like 15 billion designs. We would not have achieved it if we didn't set really high expectations and crazy big goals. But to us, it's really important, also to empower others to pursue excellence and, making complex things simple, as said before, because we want to make it simplified for everybody else to be able to design. So we have Canva for, of course, everybody, but we have different types of Canva, let's say, too, for more specific needs. So we have Canva for education as an example, and this is an offering that we have where it's 100% free for Canva to teachers and students from kindergarten level to high school level. And so far, 45 million people are already using Canva Pro for free worldwide. And then we also have Canva for nonprofits, which is super important to us in being a force for good as part of our values as well. So we offer our service free of charge to nonprofit organizations, and so far we have over 400,000 NFPs all over the world using Canva to be able to convey their message, whether it's about fighting poverty, whether it's about clean oceans or animal welfare. There's so many different NFPs we're working with that are tremendously inspirational. And we're super lucky, of course, to be the tool of their choice to be able to communicate their message visually. And of course, our communities, as mentioned before. So our communities are really at the heart of what we do at Canva, because we really, I don't think, would be where we are today with all these amazing numbers, amazing things we've achieved, if it wasn't for our tremendous community that stands behind us. So we have several different communities I will just introduce you to in a second, but between them we have more than 1.2 million members. And I think the most important and biggest community that we have is our design community, which was founded in 2016. And let's say this is the basic Canva design community where anybody who is a Canva user and wants feedback on their designs or share their designs or learn new tips and tricks from our design school and discover new tutorials, this is the place to be. It's in English, it's a Facebook group, and it has currently over 346,000 members, and it's growing on a daily rate, of course. Then we have, as mentioned, of course, the nonprofits. And so to be able to really speak to them and have a designated space, we have a Facebook group for them as well, the Canva Nonprofits community, also English speaking. So we try to, help them communicate their mission and, help them with, design tools and tricks, of course, as well, to be there to support them in this group. Then, of course, the teachers community. So there's the global teachers community, let's say, where generally all teachers can be a part of it as well. But we also have local groups in different countries. I have a very lovely colleague, for example. She runs a teachers community here in Germany. So she has a designated group for German teachers here for Canva, and of course in other countries as well. And last but not least, of course, is my community, I'm going to say, because I'm a part of this program, is the Canva creators community. So what do Canva creators do? They basically design for our design marketplace here at Canva. And what that means is basically if you are using Canva, if you are, chances are about 70% that probably use the template that was designed by a creator and are probably not aware of it, because part of our templates, yes, are designed by our designers in-house, but the rest of it is designed by creators worldwide. So we have people in Germany that are creators. That's why I'm the community for creators in Germany, but we have in Latin America, we have in Japan, Thailand, in MENA. So we have them all over the world, and they try to localize these beautiful templates and assets to make them speak to each country and each region.
And I think there might be a little bit lagging on the video. Maybe we could try going camera off and seeing if that works better, and then after the slides are done.
Okay. I will do that. Yes, because I'm looking at the same time, and it's breaking up. There's some noises.
Okay.
I can't even see myself to turn off the camera right now. Sorry, everyone.
No, no worries. This is what happens when we're in two different parts of the world.
This is quite interesting. This never happened to me, and I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Okay, let's try again. I think like I need to bring in an icebreaker in a second, otherwise. Okay, I'm turning off my camera. I hope that helps because yes,
Okay.
I can see you too. The
Perfect.
slides are quite
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you well.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Should I jump in, continue? All good?
Yes, go ahead, go for it.
Catching up on YouTube, I'm looking now quickly. So let's move on to our vision on AI, of course, because obviously that's what we're here for today, to discuss AI and our magic features. I have to wait for this one, I think, as well, because it's a question to the audience, so it's about to catch up. You can see it on YouTube too, right? It's on the last slide on Canva creators at the moment, I think.
Yes.
Everyone's so nice. Thank you guys for understanding. Okay, does everybody see my current question on the screen at the moment?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what is your relationship with artificial intelligence? I want to ask you guys, because this is, of course, super important. Are you like not interested in it, or skeptical maybe, or sometimes you use it, or are you like in love with it and love everything AI? This is always super interesting to find out where everybody stands.
Yeah, I think
sometimes, yeah, okay. There's nobody yet who said, I think I'm not interested so far.
yeah, I feel like using it, it's hard to know the best ways to use it and how to integrate it into your work because, I think for me especially, I don't want it to fully take away
over.
from my,
Yeah,
my human intelligence, my creativity. So
for sure, for sure. I mean, that's why I was actually one of those people who was quite, I think, skeptical at the beginning, if I may say.
yeah.
I was like, what is it going to do? Is it going to do too much? And then and I tried out all these like different features in Canva, but of course, ChatGPT and everything too. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm falling in love. So cool. I mean, it's great to hear from everybody what they think. So the impact of AI, of course, is enormous. There's no doubt about that. It's whether it's for moral reasons or social, legal, ethical, of course. We all are very careful about AI while it's on the rise. But by focusing on speed and creative inspiration, we are removing the barriers to creating a perfect design, which is what we want to achieve in Canva. So our goal is really just to create a set of magical AI-powered tools that unlock creativity and accelerate the design process at every step of the way. And how do we achieve this, and what does it really mean to have this magic? So to be able to have magic, the magic concoction, I'm going to say, is to have speed. And that's what AI gives you. And for speed, you have time saving and automation, of course, which makes life a little bit easier. Then you want to enhance your skills, which you maybe have to work on. So with the power of AI, you can, beat expectations. You can go from basic to an advanced level really fast, and you can make complex things really simple. And then, of course, there's the whole attraction level. You want something to look attractive and have amazing results. You want to give an emotional experience and also like an explosion of creativity. And that's where this whole bundle together is what creates magic. And to be able to design and make this, design available to the world, we use AI technologies that optimize our products. And how we do this is, of course, in two ways. So we have generative AI. I'm sure you guys have heard of. So generative AI is just using simple prompts. For example, I'm going to show the examples too, of course, later, but our text to image, for example, is with generative AI, where you give a simple prompt and it creates your prompt into an image. or a fragment of writing, which we have with our Magic Write tool, and other pieces of content, which all falls into generative AI. And then we have non-generative AI, which improves an experience or function by predicting an action to take based on defined patterns.
Could you maybe just give an example of what that would look like specifically?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
awesome. I'm looking if it's already there. I think I'm catching up with the lag right now, so I'm waiting on that. So we have a magical fairy here. I will speak about her until the slide is the next one, and we're coming to it. And our magical fairy helps us here as our Canva assistant today. You can see here, it's of course like a lot of text in here to be able to explain everything. But basically the first 4 pillars we have here are generative AI, which means magic presentation we have. So you just describe a presentation, a prompt, as I said before, and boom, Canva will design it for you. Same with magic design, where you also put in, a prompt into the search bar, or you upload your multimedia content you have, and Canva will basically spit out a design for you. Same with text to image, I had just mentioned before, and Magic Write. So those 4 pillars are really generative AI, whereas if we go on to the next pillars, where it's more about, for example, with video, we have beat sync. So it kind of, on its there's an audio function to one of your videos, for example, but with beat sync, it is smart enough, say, to add, to make it async, I think you call it, like the beat, so it makes a sense with the slides that you have, and it synchronizes to it. Yes, I couldn't formulate it. And same with like photo editor, for example, it's already there, something you have. It's just a little change you have to it with our Magic Erase tool or our Magic Edit tool, and you have a small change to it, which the AI function then helps you with. Same with background remover we have, and then also, with Translate, it translates into more than 100 languages at the moment in Canva, and so on with the next pillars here as well. And I'm going to go into showing actual examples later on of each and every one of these. So that's why I'm going to skip the slide to the next one and talk about our position and our vision, of course, on AI, which is super important. So to us, safety first always is very important. And we see AI as a collaborative partner. As you mentioned before too, it does not replace people's creativity or people in general, but it is a pretty handy tool, in making some magic little functions happen, and also saving time, of course, whilst sticking to our whole mission of empowering the world to design. Here's our magical fairy again. It's really cute. And yeah, the credits go to Chico Maravilla. So it's one of our element creators at Canva who has created this. So I think it's really fabulous. And I took it from one of my very fabulous colleague slides, actually. And I'm gonna, continue to go into our magic tools. But I think it's still lagging. Aniston, are you?
Yeah, I see it on mine. There we go.
Sorry?
Yeah, and now it's updated.
It is? Okay. I was like, should I wait, or should I just, continue? Just let me know what you think. So I don't.
Yeah, you can just keep going. I think in general it might lag a little bit, but that's okay. It'll catch up. And
Okay. So let's take a look at our magic tools, which is what we're here for today. Number one, I want to introduce you to the background remover. It sounds really simple, but I think it's one of those tools that has really changed a lot of people's lives. I know it has for me. And I think one of the main reasons why I upgraded in Canva years ago was the background remover, because I thought it was so helpful. Mm-hmm. Now we have it even in video, as you can see here, which is super cool. So you can have any slide and you can add a video. But if you just want the person, you don't want the background, boom, at one click and it's gone. And text to image, as mentioned before, is just, it's a really cool, fun thing to play around with, I think, sometimes too. Maybe, with some designs, you might actually need it for, content purposes, work purposes, but in other ways, you really need it because it's just fun to play around with it, which I did. And I'm going to show you guys. So I gave a prompt. I was like, what can I do? I said, show me the New York of the future, because in every single sci-fi movie or any action movie, it's always New York. It's, it's always in the future. And then there's always like the whole world is falling apart. Something's happening. And it's always New York. So I said, show me the future of New York. And this is what, text to image actually has come up with. So let's see if we're going to live long enough to be able to see if New York will look like this in the future or not. So I thought this was like something fun to play around with, and I think you guys should too. Magic Write is just, your new best friend to be able to write things out for you. If you have writer's block, or, sometimes it sounds funny, but you can be lazy and you're like, how am I going to come up with this whole paragraph on this topic? But you know what it's about. And you just give the prompt, of course, and you get like an entire paragraph or bullet points, whatever you have prompted, of course. And I think it really is super time-saving and special. And that's why I have an example here too, where I thought, what example can I give today? We're having a webinar. Normally, you have a webinar, you have an icebreaker at the beginning, for example. What can we use as an icebreaker in a webinar or a workshop? Give me a list of 5 icebreakers to kick off a webinar. I said as a prompt. And here you can see what I have been delivered with later. I have an introductory paragraph kind of explaining to me a little bit more about webinars and why icebreakers are important. I have 5 different bullet points here showcasing the icebreakers. And then at the end, there's like a little concluding paragraph too. And boom, it's like took 1 minute and it's done. If you don't like it, you can, of course, be more specific or change it to generate something else, but it works really well. So definitely try it out. And then we go into design. So in design, now we have something called layouts, which maybe you've seen on the left sidebar. If you click on design and you have the templates, and then you have right next to it something called layouts. And what it does is basically you simply add content to your page and you get layout ideas, as it's showcasing here. Like, where could the image be? Where could the title be? How can you really match it? The colors, should there be less contrast, more contrast? And you can see it all here and pick which one, serves your purpose the best. Same with styles. It's the next tab right next to layouts. If you need a little bit of style advice, you can really try styles, because it gives you a little bit of design direction. You can try different, colors, maybe color combinations or different font combinations to kind of spice up your design. In presentations, for example, this works really well. I love this very much. And then we also have drawing now. So if you're especially using whiteboards, you can now sketch in it with, a thick marker or just a highlighter, or you can draw little, shapes or squiggly lines and arrows yourself while you're maybe collaboratively working in a whiteboard. Super fun and a great way to just engage, maybe if you're on a whiteboard in Canva. And then we have one of my favorite functions at the moment, because if you, for example, having international clients, or if you are an international company and you have certain brand assets, presentations, or it could just be social media posts already created in a certain language, you can just use the translate tool in Canva, and it translates into more than 100 languages. And boom, it's done for you also within a couple of seconds, basically. So we have sometimes, presentation decks that we receive, and it's 10 pages, 12 pages, instead of having to translate everything yourself or going into Google Translate, copying, pasting, and putting it back in. It's all done in there in Canva. You just have to proofread it, correct it, and you already have it in a couple of minutes. So it's super, super time saving and very helpful.
That's awesome.
Oh, no. What happened? The button was too far at the bottom. I'm so sorry, guys. This is embarrassing.
No worries.
Such a great session.
We're all just here learning, and
Okay, I'm just checking if everyone's paying attention. Just kidding.
Yeah, keeping everyone on their toes.
Okay, magic design is the next one we didn't discuss yet. So, and magic design, you really can take an idea and it can be designed instantly, as you can see here in this example too. I'm going to press play again. So you just basically write what you want. Instagram post for a travel company promoting a beach holiday giveaway. Then you have your brand kit set up. You can also change the colors into your brand kit in one go, and boom, it's there from the magic design. You just have to pick whichever one actually suits you best, what you like. And it's really refreshing that you don't have to maybe go and find the perfect template. You can just tell it to find it for you. So really amazingly helpful. I don't want to click the wrong button again. Same thing in magic design for presentations, which maybe is even more helpful, I think, because presentations, if you do have to give them for whatever purposes they are more time consuming and are a little bit more complicated than, let's say, a social media post that you're creating, because it's more pages to it. You want to keep it on brand. You want the presentation to look still very fresh and somehow attractive. And hence, it's really great that you can just up here, as you can see, given this prompt, whatever it is, the more specific you are, the better the results, of course, always are with these kinds of AI tools. But it just pops out an entire presentation for you, and then you can add or remove or just edit it. Makes life so much easier. And of course, we have our beautiful Canva assistant, who I think should have a name. So with one click, basically, you can have endless possibilities. It's at the right bottom hand corner of Canva, usually, where you can ask your assistant to find eye-catching elements. It gives you quick access to features, or it offers you design recommendations, all types of different things, and it's just right there to basically help you if you are searching for something or need a little bit of an extra boost. And now let's take a look at image editing tools, because as mentioned before, once upon a time, we had to use different tools for image editing and go somewhere else. We don't have to do that anymore. You have it all right here. So let's say you have an image, and I'm sure we've all been there, where we think, okay, I want there to be something else instead of that. As you can see in this example, there's a wonderful teapot here, but wouldn't it look much better if there was like a bunch of purple flowers in that pot? Basically, it looks like a vase or a pot, and boom, it transforms the teapot into purple flowers. So how cool is that?
That's crazy.
And yeah, so I thought I'm going to go and show a very wicked little example as well, so you can see what you can do with it. I have normally a pink blouse on in this picture of mine. And what you do is you take the brush, and here you can see on the left-hand side too, you can make the brush size smaller or bigger according to the area you're, of course, trying to highlight. It turns purple when you highlight it. So I highlighted the whole blouse because I said I want it changed. I want to have a white blouse on instead of a pink one. So let's take a look. And here it goes, the result. It gives you always 4 different results. So I think it's just like some of them have maybe more creases in the blouse, some don't, from what I can see. I mean, I'm not so detailed and great with my eyes, but I thought this was like the best example. And here you can see it on the right. So my pink blouse has been changed into a white blouse. But you can do this with everything else that you might need, of course, in your designs. But again, very fun to play around with. And then we have the magic eraser. So the magic eraser, I think we've all definitely needed it. You have, let's say, an image and it's really perfect, but there's just this cable still sticking out in the background. And you think, oh, why did I forget to, take it away? And why is it still hanging there? Well, it's not a problem or an issue anymore, because you can just take it, highlight it, and erase it. And that cable was never there in the first place. So super handy and super perfect, really. And yeah, so video tools are, very important nowadays too, because we all love video. Video is the future of everything. So we need to be able to edit and do cool things with our videos as well. So number 1 is Beat Sync. I had mentioned a couple of slides before as well. So if you're going to add some audio effects to your presentations and your video footage too, you can basically sync it so that the beat kind of goes and flows with the presentation that you have. Then you have animations. So if you want to add, like in this wonderful basketball example here too, you can select the element that you're going to use and you can drag it across the field basically, and you can show there if you want it to be like a zigzag, or if you want it to spin and cross, or however it's supposed to go. And you can choose here movement styles and motion effects and everything, and it's really cool how it gets it animated. So you can try it, of course, on various different document types. And yeah, I think those are all of our tools so far today. My interest is, of course, in finding out what will you be designing today in Canva, and if not today, tomorrow, of course. If there was anything that clearly stuck out to you, or where you think, oh my God, I really want to try this, I would love to read from you guys, of course.
Yeah. Drop in there. I'm going to turn on my camera again. Everyone drop in the comment what they want to use. I think the video tools are huge, because for brands that are, wanting to dabble in video content, this is something that can be hard and can be intimidating. But even starting with things like animation, or, some of the tools that you mentioned, I think are huge for helping brands work more into that video content. And the background remover of videos is crazy.
100%. I mean, like I said, I started with images back then. I thought it was extremely cool. I think it was with logos. Like I wanted to add logos to an image, and it was just you had the image of the logo, and I thought, oh my God, like without being a designer, how do I remove the background? And then it was background remover, and I thought, wow, I can add it everywhere. This is so cool. And it was a game changer, and this was like years ago. So now, of course, we've moved up a couple of notches since then. Yeah, so I'm going to go on to this slide, which I hope makes you guys happy if you already see it. And you can also scan the QR code. Basically, we have a special coupon for you of Canva Pro for free for 3 months to try. So you can either go onto this link that I have, or of course you can just scan this QR code. You just have to be signed into your Canva account if you have one, or you have to set one up. And we have a supply limit of 150 coupons, which I think should be working pretty fine today at the moment for the live. Yes.
Take advantage of this, because this is going to be huge, especially for, if you just want to play around with it, you're not sure if you want to go pro. This is an awesome way to dabble and try all of the new tools. So everyone make sure to...
Definitely. And I'm seeing the question of, are these AI tools only for paid users? I think 1 or 2 people asked. Most of the AI features, yes, are on the Pro plan, but in all fairness, the Pro plan, if you're using it for yourself, like Teams is different. If you're like an entire company with 100 people, of course, then it's different pricing. But Pro for a normal user is, I think, about, I mean, I live in Germany, so it's in euros, but I think it's converted around like $12 or something. I don't want to say anything wrong. And I do think that it's a lot of bang for your buck, for considering you can do everything in it, and $12 is like a very small sum to pay for that. Yeah. And that's why I was paying it before I worked for Canva too. And yeah, so thank you guys. I will switch my camera on and my screen off in a second. I just wanted to thank you. If you do have questions after today too, this QR code leads you to my LinkedIn page if you do want to connect with me and ask questions. Or of course, if you have press inquiries to Canva, you write an email to comms@canva.com, or of course, Riemenschneider@canva.com is my email. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining me in this webinar today. I hope you will enjoy using our magical features in Canva.
My last surprise for you guys was this one, and this is actually an app and AI feature in Canva too. So it's the DID app, where you have AI presenters, and you can choose from the presenters that, look the most closest to you, or the ones that you think look, whatever, where you want the speaker to look like. You write in the text you want them to say. You can choose the tone of voice, if they should be, very static, business, professional, or more friendly. And then you can speak whatever you wrote, just like you can hear here. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Céline. That was awesome.
And
I'm going to...
I'm trying to come back with my camera in a second.
So for some of you that don't know, we also have a integration with Canva here at Metricool. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's a great way if you use Canva for content creation. You can basically take your designs and transfer them directly into Metricool's planner. So this allows you to create your content, and then instead of downloading it, re-uploading it, you can take your designs directly into Metricool and then schedule it out so those posts auto-publish for you. It really streamlines the content planning, content creation process. So I'm going to share my screen and just kind of show you how it works. So once you have your design, you can see here this lovely meme. You're going to go up to share, and then I already have kind of this button that's kind of preloaded since I've used this, but normally you will go to more, and then it'll have, share platforms, socials, and then it'll have other options. You're going to go to more options, and you can see kind of other integrations here. You can click on Metricool. You can add in your message, but you can always change this later. So I'm just going to add in Metricool. And then it'll prepare your design. And then you can click on View in Metricool, and this will take you directly into Metricool's planner. So you can see that the post is already, programmed in, and you can add in your caption. So this is just on my personal account, so I only have my Facebook and Instagram accounts. But if I were to switch, let's see, I'm going to switch and do this for our Metricool English site. So you can see all of the social networks that you can schedule to. You can, schedule it to multiple at once. And it's just a really awesome. Oh, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Can everyone see this? No?
It's lagging a little bit, I think. You can see Post Planner right now.
Okay. Yes. So if everyone can see the planner, there we go. Okay. So once you're in the planner, here you can see you can select the different networks to schedule to. You can schedule to multiple at once, like I said. So, and then up here, when you go to schedule out your content, you can choose which time and day you want to post to, and then just save and schedule it, and it'll go out. So really cool tool to use. Both of these are, I'm gonna stop sharing if I can. Did it take it off? Yeah.
I think so. I see you, but I think on YouTube it's gonna stop in a second.
Okay.
Everything is a bit more loud.
But both of these tools, all of these tools that we've shared today really makes for a more efficient, more effective, kind of speeds up your content creation, social media management processes. So really take advantage of these and have fun with it.
Yes, agreed, very much. It's very important to plan, like post ahead of time. I think it's a game changer to save time. Otherwise, every day you have to log in, go in again, download it, post it. And you might not be in the mood to have the best, captions or hashtags or whatever you want. So I think it's really great to be at ease in your mind to save that time by scheduling in advance.
Yes. And you guys can sign up. So Metricool is we have a completely free plan. So you can create your free account at metricool.com. And we also have a code for you guys if you want to try any of our premium plans. You can try our premium plans using code MAGIC for 30 days of a premium plan for free. So take advantage of that too, both with this code and with trying Canva Pro.
Yeah.
Test out both of these tools and let us know what you think. Okay. If anyone has any questions, we're going to open it up for a few questions. Let us know. Okay, Robin asked, where do I find Metricool on Canva? So if after creating your design, then you're going to go up to the more options. Like when you go to share it, it'll be in the connections when you go to share your design. But we're also going to link a blog to basically a tutorial of how to use Canva with Metricool. So we'll make sure to drop that below so you can read about how to use it, how it works, and kind of some examples and tips.
Cool.
If anyone has any questions, anything, this was amazing. I am definitely going to try all of the all of the new tools.
What's more AI tools going to be in Canva Magic Studio? That's a good question. I really wish I knew what the engineering and product team are working on behind the scenes, because they're working around the clock to make really magical things happen. But I'm sure it's going to be great stuff, because we, started a couple of months or a year ago, I think, with like the first edition of everything, and now it's just a whole array. All of a sudden, we just dropped the Magic Studio, so there will be more. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
It should normally work if you are logged into your Canva account. Anna, I see your question. If you mean our coupon, I don't know which one. I just jumped in.
Oh yeah.
For Canva, it's just canva.com/redeem, and then either there you get a field if you are logged into your Canva account, and there you can put in Canva X Metricool written together, or you can just use a whole hyperlink. I hope that makes sense, because it has to be linked to a Canva account that you have to be able to, of course, put on a pro account to your already existing account. And if, let's say, you want to try it for free for 3 months and not pay, if you are a pro user, you can, if you want, you can cancel your membership for 3 months and then use that voucher instead. Yeah. Thank you for the link.
Of course. Okay. Well, everyone, I hope you have fun testing out Canva's new AI Studio. And yeah, excited to try myself. Excited to hear about if there's any new, tools. It seems like there's a lot to play around with.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, we have some more questions coming in. Other AI tools, third party that you've integrated in Canva apps, not included in the pro version, because sometimes I can't. So I think in order to use them, you need to have. Sorry?
No, sorry. I was just asking to Piyush if you have a certain example of a third-party app. We have a lot of third-party apps, so I'm obviously not an expert in all of them, but normally they should be able to work. And to Z2, can I just explain it? Does anybody else try the DALL-E? Okay, DALL-E doesn't work. Does it never work, or does it just sometimes not work?
That is a great question. I'm pretty sure for Metricool, you will need to have an account already so that it can link to the planner. But but I'm not exactly sure for other third-party tools. Yeah.
Normally you have to, I think with each of them, it's a free account too. Like when I just did the DID app, which I showed you guys with the AI speaker as well, you just quickly, when you are using the app, you set up an account. It's a free account. Basically, you don't have to do anything else for it, but you have to sign up in Canva. You do it, and then you can use it. So I think it should be the same for Galley as well. I don't. I hope that's how you say it too. I always read it, but I never said it out loud.
Okay.
And, yeah, the voucher should, like I said, work in the way I said. So either the QR code we gave, or directly through the link, or just canva.com/redeem, and then in there you write in the coupon code. But please be signed into your Canva account or create one.
Yes. Yes, make sure to create accounts for either one if you're looking for those codes.
To be able to use it, yes, you need an account for both of us.
Well, thank you everyone again. Thank you so much, Céline, for sharing all of your insights, all of the examples. Really, really insightful. So everyone have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.